It's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, lovelies. Today I'll be doing a natal chart analysis / reading on someone. I'll be continuing that series. Today I'll be doing it on Rowland. I'll be speaking on her personality traits, her characteristic traits, and also how a lot of these placements have led to a lot of the success that she's garnered over the years. So we'll be able to learn more about her. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Share this video with all your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone in general who you know who would love this content. Either they're a fan of Rowland or they really love natal chart analysis / readings. Rowland was born on February 11th, 1981, and this qualifies her to be an Aquarius. With this placement, she tends to be known for her brilliant mind, and she has the ability to think outside the box. She's a very unique person and does things on her terms, so she'll do things that other people may not do or think of. She's very intellectual. She's very much an individual person. She loves to do things by herself. She's very communicative and she loves to communicate how she feels about anything, like any topic. She's also the person who tends to be a humanitarian, so she loves to do things that are fun and do things that are beneficial to society. Having this placement and its element is an air means that she's the type of person who always strives to be different and strives to be the type of person that she's meant to be on this earth to be. Next up is her moon in Taurus, and with this placement, the moon is exalted or elevated in Taurus as well as in Cancer, and because of this she is downright rigid and is very sentimental and has a desire for beautiful things. So with this placement, she's able to communicate her feelings. She's a very calm person. She doesn't really react to things on the extreme or on the non-extreme side. Like, she's very, when she reacts to a certain situation, people understand why she's reacting, and when she does react, it's in a calm way. It's in an affectionate way, so it's not in a way to make you feel bad about yourself. She's the type of person that loves to be pampered and loves the most beautiful things in life. She craves stability, and this comes from having a moon and an earth sign, especially Taurus. They love stability, and she also loves to be affectionate to people. Next up is her Mercury in Pisces, and with this placement, it focuses on the mood of any situation rather than the facts. So when she speaks, people love to hear her because with a Mercury in Pisces, they just have like a way of speaking to people. They have like a wonderful voice, an elevated voice that people just love to hear. So she just has an inspirational vibe about her. She has intuitive communication. So if you either have a Mercury in Pisces or another placement that's a water sign, you will automatically know how she feels without even saying anything. She is a person that has sensitive opinion, and she has an abstract thinking. She loves to think of things that are not of this world. She just has a very great reasoning, and she's receptive to new things. Next up is her Venus in Aquarius, and she's the person who tries their best to get with somebody based off of intellectual knowledge, not off of looks or not off of like showing off. Like, she likes to get with someone off of her wisdom. She's very open-minded. She loves to have a friendship with someone before getting in a relationship with them. So when they get in the relationship, it's not really a relationship, it's a friendship that just so happened to be a relationship. So she loves to have freedom. She loves to have individuality in her relationships. So it's very important for someone with a Venus the same as her or a different one that values individuality and freedom to be in the same relationship with her. She loves excitement and she's very open-minded and thoughtful of the future. She's very curious and she is the type of person that will commit to someone who really has her heart in mind. Next up is her Mars in Pisces, and with this placement, she's all about expressing herself and going out and after things with love and compassion. Kelly Rowland, is such a loving person and a compassionate person. She does express herself in different ways, and she loves to go after things that is for her, but in a good way. So she's the type of person to also love to diffuse anger. She doesn't like to be in situations that have a lot of anger in it, and if she is, then she'll try her best to diffuse it. She has an artistic passion. She has an active imagination. She may at times be indulgent and maybe procrastinate at times. However, she's also the type of person that has an impressionable energy, and when she comes in the room, people will know and never forget that energy. Next up is her Libra and Jupiter. And with this placement, she has the ability to listen to all sides of a situation and then be able to make a correct decision. She's the type of person that people love to be around because they can bring their issues and their problems to her. And they know not only is it coming out of a place of love, but also a place of fairness. So she's also very social and unbiased. So loving to be around people. She's the type of person, because she's sociable, people can come to her and know she has a good presence, and she has very great diplomatic skills, and she loves the arts, and having an unbiased opinion on things is something that is beneficial to her, because she'll be able to build people around her, gain networks because of her being unbiased and sociable, and she'll have great jobs that deal with those two traits as well. Next up is her Saturn in Libra, and with this placement, she's the type of person who will make sure that she gets a decision right, and at times this can be used for her benefit, but at times it can also be used for something that's not good, because maybe she'll try her best, she'll take 3, 4, 5 months to make sure a decision is right, or after a while of thinking, she'll be like, you know what, never mind, I'm no longer going to do this anymore because I don't know if it's the right thing for me. And that is something that in a way is great, because she has great judgment and social intuition. However, it may be hard for her in relationships, because people will be like, I'm giving you an ultimatum to make sure that you say yes or no, and the ultimatum may pass and they just don't really come towards that ultimatum, and they could lose things. However, in the end, they'll get what's for them and things will work out for them. Next up is her Uranus in Scorpio. And with this placement, she tends to be a rebel in a good way. She's always going against the grain to come up with new and insightful ideas. And this is something that's really great. It's a great thing for rebirth, a great thing for change, and she's the type of person who would see things very deeply and spiritually, and it's good because she's being able to become her own self, and she's doing things that other people would not dare to do. So with this placement, it really shows how people are able to be who they are, and regardless of whether it's good or bad, they're going to be like, you know what, as long as I live my life and as long as I don't have any regrets in life, then, everything will be okay. I'll be happy, and even though people would be like, you know what, she really did that, and she really believed in herself. Next up is her Neptune in Sagittarius, and with this placement, she thrives on a variety of exciting, uplifting experiences and learning new things. So, it being in a Sagittarius placement, Sagittarius love to do exciting things. It's part of being a fire sign, and doing exciting things not only for themselves but also for others to make sure they're happy is something that just has fire sign vibes all over it. She loves to be uplifting, And that's something that comes with being a Sagittarius as well. They love to do things that are important, that loves to do things that are uplifting, and something that they can do so in future generations they'll be like, you know what, your grandmother or your grandfather, she used to do this, or your mom or your dad, she used to do this. And that's something that is very fun and very great, because learning new things is something that they embrace, and whether it's a bad or good experiences, they just know that they lived life. Next up is her Pluto in Libra, and since she was born between 1972 and 1984, she is a part of Generation Y, and that's something that is great, very lovely. And she's the type of person that knows all too well the hidden problems behind what's going on in society. And she loves to push for harmony, agreement, pleasantness. She may talk about things in regards to politics, transform relationships, and peace. But sometimes it never lasts, and sometimes it can be very unfortunate for them. Finding a common ground and cooperation is something that comes with the Pluto theme in Libra. She loves to change the attitude towards marriage and interpersonal relationships, and just a lot of changes in general with this placement. Next up would be her North Node in Leo, and with this placement, she will need to develop these attributes in order for her to uncover her hidden talents. So having individuality, willingness to take center stage, following one's heart's desires, strengthening one's willpower, enthusiasm, self-confidence, taking risk, relating to the childlike quality in others, enjoying life, having fun, and looking at life as a game. Also being brave, connecting to her heart and not ignoring to choose to depend solely on her mind, identifying with the child within, exploring her creativity, not being afraid of love, inspiring and leading others through her acts of courage, letting go of the need of detachment, and always be who she is. And that's something that she will need in regards to fulfill her Leo North Node mission and uncovering the hidden talents that are there. Next up is her Chiron in Taurus, and with this placement, this deals with having a wound. So her wound tends to be deep insecurity rooted in the body, fear of the loss of safety and security. She may find it hard to trust in the abundance of life, holding on and clinging to possessions and or people, a tendency to devalue herself in life in general, avoidance of risk, caution with money and materialistic things. So that's something that really impacts her, having people or possessions disappearing and creating a deep impact in their heart. She wants to make sure everyone around her is good. So in order for her to heal, what she needs to know is to let go of the past, which is very hard. However, with therapy and with healing and taking time and being patient with yourself, it can happen. You know, healing doesn't happen in a moment. It does take time. So one step at a time. Healing from all of the important things and finding value in herself and worth in herself and not in other people, because when other people and other possessions leave, she has herself at the end of the day. So that's something that she will need to heal from. Next up is her Sagittarius ascendant / rising, and with this placement, she loves to explore and travel. She may be restless and active. She's very direct and may seem tactless at times because of her directness. However, it's done out of love. She has natural optimism. She loves to share her thoughts and opinions with others. She's lighthearted and charismatic. Her need for freedom and independence is a must because, you know, Sagittarius, they love their freedom. She likes for everyone to be happy. She's very curious, especially towards spirituality or philosophy. She's very self-confident. She's a liberal type of person. She's optimistic. She loves to see things from a positive point of view. That's another theme of Sagittarius, optimism. She is carefree. She's a very lucky person. Luck comes in her way and she's very adventurous. Last but not least is her midheaven in Virgo. And with this placement, she will try her best to get into an occupation that lets her have longevity in it. So it makes sense as to why she is in an occupation like music, because there is longevity, there is stability, there is security in these occupations. So it makes sense as to why she would go into this, because she's gonna make sure she has money, because she's gonna make music. She writes music, and that is literally like making money, like passive income by being a writer is such a great way, or being a singer is such a great way to make a lot of money, because she's able to have stability for the rest of the life and security for the rest of her life. So that's something that is important, and that's something that she loves to do. So she really lives up to this placement in the best way. That's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Kelly Rowland's natal chart. Please let me know down below how you felt about it. Did you learn more about her? Did you get a better understanding as to who she is as a person? Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Also hit that like button, and also share this video with everyone you know. Also make sure you follow me on all of my social media accounts, like, follow, and share, because a lot of the content I post on those other accounts are not posted on here. So make sure you go and follow me, like, and share. And thank you guys so much for supporting me. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I will see you guys in my next video, and you guys can support my Etsy store as well as support me through PayPal. Bye lovelies!